Erenville receives his orders from the Forum. Would it not follow, then, that the superior to whom he reports is a Forum member, or at least a close associate?
You mean to eavesdrop on their conversation? What of the risks?
What of the risk?
Ours alone to bear.
Have you forgotten how Ishola doesn't care about the risks?
Nor will he be implicated as an accomplice. If you're not comfortable taking part, I can do this alone.
No, we are going to.
I said myself that I wished to know Father's intentions. And no answers will be forthcoming should we simply ask nicely.
Oh, is this where we're going to finally figure out what
we can apologize
what they want to do?
Should it come to it. Right now, we need every crumb of information we can get our hands on. Consequences be damned.
It might be best if you came along as well. In fact, we should all...
We should all what? Oh, Kryle's still obsessed with flowers. Are they going to change color?
Kryle?
Oh, yes. That certainly sounds like a plan.
I'm glad you agree.
How exactly are we going to eavesdrop on him?
Erenville is on the move. We need to get closer before we lose him.
I can almost reach you.
Reach who? What secret is Kryle What secrets is Kryle keeping? Who's she trying to reach? Forgive me, my attention has been elsewhere. We were following Erenville, weren't we? Yes, we were. Let's get after him already. We've waited too long as it is. It feels wrong to spy on Erenville, helpful as he's been, but what other choice do we have? I'm feeling this is going to be the culmination of this side of quests. Is Kryle still feeling unwell? I've never seen her so distracted. Keep an eye on her, but keep moving too. We cannot let our quarry slip away. Ooh. Level 81 now. The full report. Warts and all. Erenville was headed westwards along the path outside Archaean. Come, we can still catch him. Where are we going? This way? Yeah, this way. My guess is that the Forum is trying to build some sort of arc. They know the end days are coming. I have a feeling they're going to try to colonize the moon. Hold a moment, I have an idea. If memory serves, that colossal wall-like structure is Logisticon Beta, one of... Hold on, need it. It is. It should have its own lifts, from which one could access the upper or lower tiers. If I were an agent of the Forum, it would make for a convenient meeting place. But even if we happen to find Erenville in the company of said agent, we cannot expect them to reveal issues of importance as we nonchalantly stroll past. Now we shall have to remain undetected. If only Graha and his vanished spell were here. Oh, but there are other ways of turning invisible. Hippity hop, my little toads. Oh, we're gonna turn it. He turned us into a toad. Goodness. I guess that's one way of becoming invisible. Unaccustomed to transfiguration? Worry not, it will wear off with the passage of time. Suggest you and your green companions hop along and catch up with Erenville. Should you feel the magic's fading, return to me and I will refresh the enchantment. And what am I to do in the meantime? Wait here with me. In your current state of mind, you'd be as likely to leap into the jaws of a predator as you would learn anything of note. Which reminds me, where are the creature's hereabouts? In that form you were essentially defenseless. You've changed into a toad. You must remain transfigured in order to progress with quest objectives. You will return from your transfigured states if you move too far away. Look to your map for the transfiguration areas of effect. Speak with Ishtola to restore or prolong the transfiguration. Ribbit, ribbit. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Alfie Toad and Ali Toad are now accompanying you. Keep them at your side in order to proceed with quest objectives. I really like this. Come on. How long? I can be 29 minutes, says this? There's an even more massive toad right there. I probably need to go... No, I think I can go over this bridge over here. Yeah, this bridge over here. There they are. Don't mind the 3 large toads coming near you.
I trust you will find your compensation to be more than satisfactory. We wish to make clear that we are pleased with the efficiency and thoroughness of your work. So much so that we have come bearing new tasks in need of your competent hand.
Another lengthy list. If I may speak frankly, the Gleaners have been pushed to the point of collapse by your unending demands. We are not familiars to be exploited. We are Charlian scholars and we deserve an explanation for this unseemly treatment. What warrants such urgency?
Yes, what warrants the urgency?
In an age long past, Charlian was charged with a momentous duty.
An age long past?
And now that word of the final days hangs heavy in the air, the time has come for us to fulfill that charge. I can say no more, but I promise you this. All will be revealed in due course. And when it has, you will understand that your toil was in service to the greatest good.
Then I will do your bidding. For now. But unless you wish the Gleaners to rise up in protest, I advise you to offer tangible improvements for our working conditions. Your promised revelation does nothing to address present circumstances.
I like Erenville.
A fair point. Your concerns will be conveyed to the Forum.
Ah, he knows.
I hope that was informative. You may consider
Yeah,
my
he
debt
knows.
to you repaid in full. While I do have my reservations about the Forum, I want to believe that they have our best interest at heart. Which is why I'm reassured that you're busy sniffing out the truth of things. We can ill afford to place all our eggs in one basket, this master plan of theirs, without first understanding the risks involved.
Wait! How did you know it was us?
I have a feeling he knows how frogs usually
If you
ask.
mean to impersonate a toad, try studying the real thing. And don't try to fool an expert.
Yeah, I thought so. He's an expert on animals. He'd know. He'd know a real toad from a fake one. Aaronville's gonna die, isn't he? I have a feeling he's gonna die. Our toad performance needs work. Apparently I have to pay more attention the next time I see one. So suppose we should have known a gleaner who specializes in animal procurement would not be so easily deceived, yet he seemed inclined to put his trust in us all the same. More importantly perhaps, we've discovered a new piece of the puzzle, this momentous duty to Forum agent mentioned. Charlene has been called to action, and the Telophorus Declaration was the catalyst. Whatever charge it is they hope to fulfill, they deem it of sufficient import to disrupt all of Labyrinthos, not to mention ignore Eorzea's request for aid. A guide of sorts. Oh, this is one of those quests with the pictures. What duty would could warrant the direct involvement of the Forum and the commitment of all its resources? Judgment by what we just heard, none of the gleaners were offered any kind of explanation at this point. It seems abundantly clear that we'll learn nothing new by pressing them further. We should head back to Y'shtola and Kryl for the moment, see what they think of this. And also, we need to figure out what the hell's going on with Kryl. I have a feeling the rest of the zone won't be able to be accessed until later. Oh, what's this? Lost Little Troll. I assume that's going to be the next Ether Current. One of the Blue Quest Ether Currents. I should probably get these Ether Currents. That's all of them at some point. Oh, someone's doing the quest. Welcome back. I trust you found Erenville then? Yep. I did. And we found out a bunch of important stuff. Interesting. I had a feeling you could learn something important. Even if that something was simply a confirmation that no one knows much of anything. We should share this with Kryl, then discuss how we'd like to proceed. Assuming we find her back at the farm, she was still behaving oddly, so I bade her return and rest there. Perhaps not the best decision. In hindsight, would you mind checking near those flowers she was so entranced by? The rest of us can survey the more distant areas, just in case she decided to wander. I know there was a scene in the launch trailer with one of the flowers. I assume this is going to be the next one. This is a large area to look for. This is a large area to start looking for Kryl. I'll just go check by the flowers. flowers would be the safest bet of where to find her. There she is. Those are cool weapons. What'd you do to it?
For you. The spell will keep it from wilting.
Ah,
She said you would need it for the journey
you
ahead.
said I would need it for the journey ahead? That who you've been hearing? Eidolon?
Will you speak with her now? I cannot hope to match Minfilia's clarity, of course, but...
Ah,
Thank
so
you.
Eidolon speaking to Prial.
Do not worry. She has lent me her body for only a moment.
I do not trust you, Eidolon.
Just as I could not save the first from the flood of light, it has become arduous for me to interact with the physical world without assistance. Though I might converse with you for a time, the incorporeal form I assumed on the ship would be incapable of casting even the simplest enchantment. It is in the depths of the ethereal sea, the place to which all life returns, where my influence is greatest. After Minfilia's sacrifice on the first, it was to the sea, here in the source, where I ferried her soul. I wished that gentle spirit to find rest in the world she loved so well. Her, and another who may yet have a part to play, though that will
Another
depend on you.
who may have a part to play.
Take the flower, walk free, for you are free, to go where you wish, to believe what you will. That blue will be your guide, test and proof of your conviction.
There's the line from the trailer.
In darkness, seek joy. Surrender not to sadness, and see beyond despair. Walk free, and bear the light for others to follow. Together, raise it aloft and let it shine, till the end, blinding and radiant.
Do I get to have any input?
That was all too brief. Already she seems so far away. My apologies if I startled you. Ever since we began our descent into Labyrinthos, I had sensed another's will, straining to reach out.
And that would be Eidolon.
Even with my particular talents, though, I was unable to make a connection at first. So weak and tenuous it was. Once I took hold of that wispy thread, imagine my surprise to discover it was Eidolon herself. Needless to say, it seemed wise to learn what we could before letting go. Her answers were more cryptic than I would have liked, but at least she left us with a guide of sorts, that unusual flower. Yes, we are are definitely making progress.
You can't be serious! We've done nothing wrong!
Okay, what's going on? Oh. Is their father here? Oh, yep. There he is. That asshole.
Master Fortuno, what business has the Forum with us?
Obstruction and suppression, apparently.
I didn't expect him to use this song again here.
Mistress Baldessian, our records show you facilitated the Scions' entrance into Sharlayan by claiming them as assistants for your organization. We are aware of your investigations. After alerting the major institutions to the presence of potential troublemakers, we received word from an Archean custodian. A group operating under the auspices of the students, skulking about Labyrinthos and engaging in clandestine behavior.
Clandestine? We may not have entered Sharlayan as Scions, but we did naught to conceal our identities. Our only purpose in this city is to seek the truth. I can think of no reason why our actions should warrant the Forum's intervention.
It is not our way to discourage the pursuit of knowledge, but the timing of such pursuits must be considered, not to mention their potential impact. With the
I really
world
do
in
not
chaos,
like this guy.
We, the true caretakers of wisdom, have committed ourselves to an undertaking that demands the utmost discretion. And we will not risk its success by turning a blind eye to disruptive foreign elements in our midst.
What then is to be our fate? Will you put us on a ship back to Eorzea?
The Forum will convene to examine your case. The results of said inquiry will determine your future in this city. As for your absent companion, he has already been detained.
Grah! But why? Is reading a crime now, too?
Reading is encouraged, celebrated even. Not, however, of the volumes shelved in the restricted section of the library.
Oh, he went to the restricted section.
Refusing to comply will only make matters worse. Let us instead treat this as an opportunity to open a dialogue with the Forum.
Silence is often one's best defense. I would advise against prolonging the proceedings with frivolous discourse. But enough. This is not the place for debate. The rostra await.
I really do not like the Forum. Especially the twins' father.
Forgive me. I was careless.
I assumed a scene in the trailer with him
We would have been detained regardless.
when he
This
was
way,
reading a
at
book
least,
was
we
what he was
managed to
doing.
stay together. I trust your time within the Forbidden Archives was well spent.
The Forum will come to order.
Now what the hell did Graha figure out?
This inquiry is now in session. As Speaker-elect, I will be presiding over the day's proceedings. Master Fortuner, would you be so kind as to restate the matter which compelled you to summon your colleagues with such urgency?
As you are all aware, we recently denied Eorzea's request for Sharlayan assistance. Since then, certain individuals dissatisfied with our decision have taken it upon themselves to interfere with our work. They entered our nation masquerading as associates of the students of Baldessian. But these malcontents are better known as the Scions of
Wait,
the
Kryl
Seventh
doesn't
Door.
have her hood on. I don't think I've ever seen her with her hood off.
These militants wield influence with both the Eorzean and Eastern alliances, and are inextricably involved with the crises presently afflicting the world at large. Loose in our city, these warmongers sought to meddle with and expose matters of state secret. What are they, if not a dire threat to be expelled?
Oh, we warmongers when we're trying to stop the end of the world.
You have tarnished the good name of the students. Galuf would be ashamed.
Speak up, Kryl.
Galuf Baldessian was never one to forsake his fellow man. Even if this nation closed every door and retreated from the world, he would have found a way to help the Scions, help every soul of this star fight back against the coming doom.
A terrible enemy stands poised to lay waste to all we hold dear. In the face of such madness, Eorzea reached out to Sharlayan, a respected ally, in the hopes of forming a united front. Was your curt dismissal truly the best you could offer? Or are you so preoccupied with your momentous duty of an age-long past that even the end of the world is unworthy of your attention?
Whence came this revelation?
From the mouth of a Forum member within fortuitous earshot.
I'm loving all this.
Then it seems your findings support my own.
Speak it, Graha.
The reason I visited the restricted shelves was to study records of the Forum's policy-making process, to better understand the historical trends underlying their most major decisions. At first glance, the positions of neutrality in war and the accumulation of knowledge above all else appear constant and consistent, the unchanging pillars of Sharlayan society. And once upon a time, I might have left it at that. These days,
Hey, Sean.
however, I
Yep,
am more
spoilers. You
attuned
probably
to the
should avoid
subtleties
them.
of governance, and so I noticed something odd.
Good to see you, Sean. How are you?
From a particular point in time, the purpose of these policies shifted.
Okay, good.
No longer was knowledge preserved for the benefit of society. Rather, society was to be gradually reshaped to ensure the preservation of knowledge. The most conspicuous